Hello, my name is Bidhan Shrestha and this is the video presentation of ITECH 1101. My student ID number is 30419696. So in our assignment we were given a task to define this problem and find solution for it. The problem was due to the corona, public transport networks have experienced a major decline in patronage. Because of health issues, most people have opted out to use their own vehicles instead of the public transport. The use of private vehicles have various kind of impacts on transport as well as on our surroundings. So if people keep on using their own transport over the public ones, there might be a time where public transport might actually have to stop because of their low patronage. So, analyzing the problem, there are more than 50% of people who don't have access to any kind of transportation, as they're expensive and require extra care. So, if people keep on using private vehicles, the patronage of public transport would be so low that it might shut down, causing a big problem to the people without any kind of transportation. There are people who doesn't have their own transportation and people who can use their transportation because of their illness, old age, or disability. So if the patronage for public transport keeps decreasing, it might actually shut down in future, which might create a ripple effect where people will become jobless and some of the people might get homeless, which will in case increase the crimes. So generating a possible solution. So some of the possible solution would be to sanitize public transport, public distancing and sanitizing before and after boarding transport, and use of gloves and masks inside the mode of transport. Another one would be to increase in tax of vehicles and low import of vehicles, which will prevent people from buying it and help to sustain the environment. So, analyzing the possible solution, using sanitization before and after travel is a good way to keep people sanitized and safe at the same time. But buying or providing masks and gloves to every people will increase the expenses for public transport or the customers. Also, sanitizing before and after using the transport will take much more longer time, which will cause delays. Increasing on the tax would be one of the best way to decrease the use of private vehicles. Is increased tax will also increase the overall price. People who used to use or were going to use private transportation would be forced to use public transportation. But imposing such kind of law would be a bad choice as people would be more angered by the decision. It will make public vehicle much more cramped than they are used to right now, and there might be some cases where COVID might spread even faster than they are spreading right now. So, from my point of view, the most appropriate options would be to impose an increase in tax for the vehicle. While the tax is increased, the overall price of the thing also increases. If this would happen, most of the people would have. So, if this would happen, most of the people who have tight budget wouldn't be able to buy their own transportation and would have to resort to the public transportation. This creates a ripple effect where decrease in private transportation would help the nature, decrease the emission of various types of gases, and make the road much more open without any traffics, which will help people to get to their destination easily without any delay. And it will also mean that less amount of traffic would mean there would be less cars in the roads, which will also decrease the chances of an accident.